ready. Y'all get ready?
Yes, you get ready.
Shout out to all my tea sippers out there. We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey. So make sure you guys have your teacups ready because you already know this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey, you guys, I hope you guys are doing good today. So I wanted to come on here and talk about the curious case of little Rodney, aka Baby Savage, aka 30 Shots, okay? So what went down is this is a young up-and-coming rapper. He's from Dallas, Fort Worth. And basically, his video of him going to court went viral over the weekend. And so I ended up watching the video, and I was just shocked by everything I witnessed. All I see is this little boy crying to the judge and pleading for his freedom. Now, first, let me say this. Little Rodney is 12 years old, okay? And the judge ends up sentencing him to 7 years in juvie. So this whole situation is insane. So I wanted to do more digging on little Rodney and who he was and how he ended up in this situation. And when I tell you I went through a rabbit hole the past 24 hours just trying to find out more about this young man's life and what led him to the path that he's down. So let me go ahead and start from the beginning. Little Rodney, like I said, is 12 years old. He was born to a teen mother. She had Rodney at 16. The father is basically unknown. She was in and out of prison. She said she spent 2 different stints in prison while he was a toddler. Little Rodney has basically been raised by his maternal grandfather, which is the mother's father. And he appears to be Latino or Hispanic. When I looked at him in the courtroom, and little Rodney's mother looks like she might be Black and Hispanic. You know, the whole situation is just insane. Obviously, the adults, especially the mother in his life, has failed him. The grandfather has tried, but little Rodney clearly wants to do what little Rodney wants to do. So what went down is basically this. He was already on probation for arson. Okay, he had burnt down something in Texas, honey. And so he was on probation for arson. One of his homies died. And he asked the PO, could he go to the funeral? But he doesn't know the homeboy's real name. Because you know, when you're about that street action, we don't give last names in the hood. You just know them as Ray Ray and Pookie and Man Man and, you know what I'm saying, Buzz Shot and Buzz Down and Tatiana. And, you know, we got all types of nicknames in the hood. So I get that. He does not know the person's first and last name. And the fact that he's 12, if this is an older friend, he's not in school with them either. So they're like, well, you don't even know the person's name. You're not going to the funeral. So instead of him sitting down and eating his damn food, he decides to cut off his ankle bracelet. He ends up somehow, I don't know where this happened. The details are kind of sparse, but he ends up shooting a 1-year-old baby. Now, there's a lot of argument online. Some people are saying that the baby died. Other people are saying that the baby's still alive. I'm not sure. But basically, while on the run, he shot a 1-year-old. That has been proven. But if that 1-year-old survived, I don't know. And then on top of that, he's also making videos on Instagram. Now, he's been making videos. He's been, you know, trying to gain popularity. But while he was on the run, he was making videos holding guns and making posts saying, fuck Judge Kim. I mean, yeah, you may not want to post things about, you know, fuck the judge who's, you know, basically in charge of your freedom. You may not want to post that. But, you know, being that he's 12, he just doesn't understand, you know, the consequences for his actions. So after he fled probation on August 14th, he was also smoking weed, posting pictures.
I'm just living wild. I need this
What? You was vaping your car and your car had
and even in the video, the judge is telling him, like, do you understand when you post things on social media, it's not going to come down? And the reason why this video is going viral is because this is supposed to be like this tough kid. They call him Baby Savage. He's always flexing guns. There was even a situation where he got caught slipping by the ops at the mall. And they kind of punked him, and then he ended up going home, and then he was flexing some more with guns. So let me go ahead and show y'all some of this footage of Baby Savage, aka 30 Shots. Y'all go ahead and check this out, honey.
30 or more, lonely Jado when we spin that to go. Tell them get back, stop stealing my flow. Fuck on that hoe and she give me some thought. Yeah, little bitches, 30 shots.
Lil Rodney, he just be talking. Y'all look, y'all want me to give him a wedgie or not? On God, I'll give him a wedgie right now on Jesus. I won't. Look, he finna run. Walking with the baby Savage, bro. Baby Savage. You looking for me and PMG, ain't it? I'm finna go get full of this J-Dub pack, nigga. Fuck J-Dub, nigga. This nigga a bitch, nigga. I was gonna let him make it, but I know he wasn't. See what I'm saying? I'ma gonna stop yelling on game. Everybody told me I should've beat his ass. I caught his ass by baby footlocker. I caught his ass by baby footlocker. Then he 12 laws around. Y'all listen to the last story. Why you come back? Why you come back? Why you come? Nigga, why you come back? Nigga, nigga, why you come back? Nigga, I'm your daddy, nigga. I'm your daddy. Nigga, I'm your daddy. Nigga, I'm your daddy. Nigga, shut up. Nigga, I'm your daddy. Nigga, shut up. Nigga, I'm your motherfucking daddy. Shut up, nigga. Fuck. You, Lamar, you crying? Lamar.
Get back. Ain't niggas no bitch ass niggas. You niggas hoes. Bitch ass niggas. Puss ass niggas. Niggas bitches. That big ass Glock. Niggas is bitches, boy. Hoe ass niggas. Y'all niggas pussy, boy. That just, bro, that shit out there, that shit suck, bro. Y'all go see that big ass Glock to y'all ass. I ain't have no gun in my way. Now the nigga come get at me now. Bitch ass nigga. Yeah, bitch ass nigga. And that nigga that was with him, just for doing all that shit. Yeah, bitch ass nigga. Niggas no nigga. Yeah, hoe ass nigga. Pussy ass boy. Yeah, come get that. Come get y'all punches, man.
All right, so you guys just saw what went down at the mall. You guys also saw some of the other videos of him with guns. And it also seems like some of these guys that he's with, because they're older, they kind of bully him a bit and he's just trying to fit in. I mean, there's videos of him being tased by a taser. It kind of looks a little bit abusive, but you know, I don't know, honey. Maybe that's how y'all get down in 2020. I prefer not to be tased by my friends, but maybe that's just me, okay? So on top of that, his court video went viral. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys just a snippet of that. It's about 13 minutes. I'm not going to show you the whole thing. Y'all can look for it online. Y'all go ahead and check this out.
Just to let you know, I don't put this down, right? Mr. Moore?
It is.
Yes, sir.
You remember this one? You taking this picture?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I keep it here on my bench. Just a reminder. Because, once you put something on the internet, it doesn't come down. And then, all right, so you're on probation for arson, and that is from 2019. And then we've had all kinds of problems. Most recently, I let you go. You come in and out. I've always let you go because you're so young. I mean, you're 11 years old, right? So I didn't want to keep an 11-year-old in here. But every time I let you out, you just cut off your electronic monitor. You come back. Yes, sir?
This time I cut it because I was on the phone with my...
Please don't say anything, okay?
Don't say that right now.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes,
so, all right. So you keep on running away. We keep on getting you back in here, make you stay a couple days. You promised me you're not going to cut it off. I think you cried a couple times about coming back here. And then this last time we let you out. Mr. Spence, when was the last time we let him out?
Your Honor, he cut his monitor on 8/14 of this year and ran.
Okay, so about 6 weeks ago, cut off his monitor and ran. Even though you promised me you wouldn't. Right? So now there is evidently a new charge that was filed rolling back to April. And that's the one where you shot the 1-year-old? Mr. Spence?
Yes, Your Honor, it is.
Like a 1-year-old baby?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so he's on probation for arson. He's accused of shooting a baby at 11 years old. And then we bring him back in. He's been on the run, and he's smoking weed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else I'm missing about him?
Nope, that's about it, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Moore. Hey, look what I found. Right? I know 11-year-olds are supposed to have guns. Right? After they've been accused of shooting a baby. Right?
Yes, sir.
So, Mr. Moore, what should I do at this point? Like, where am I at?
This time I wasn't gonna cut, but like.
Don't say that, okay? Not right now. You're gonna want to talk to your attorney first.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I don't know, but I was trying to see, could you at least give me one more chance and then see if this time I mess up, you should like hold me for some months.
Yeah, but didn't you say that last time? You told me to hold you for a year last time if I mess up, didn't you?
I never said that. I don't remember.
What? Yeah, you told me that I can hold you next time. Give me one more chance. Actually, you said that two times. So, and remember, the last time I said, well, that's what you said last time. Why should I believe you this time?
All I was trying to do was go to my friend's funeral. And I asked Mr. Spence, and he said no. And then I missed JV and stuff because I was in here. And every time I miss one of my friends' stuff, I tried to go to the funeral, and Mike didn't let me go because I didn't know my friend's last name. And then I just had to because I didn't want to make more.
Rodney, I think Judge understands your point at this point. Okay.
So they want guns at the funeral? Is that where you're trying to go?
No, that was a long time after the funeral.
Right?
Your Honor.
So you went to a funeral for a friend, but you don't know the friend's last name?
No, because we all go by nicknames, and everybody noticed. And then he said I couldn't go because I didn't know the last name, and that hurt. I missed so many events.
Swear to God, on my mama's name, I'm not going to cut off the monitor. I'm not going to run off like every single time.
I did my two.
This, right?
Yes, and then, but look, I'm not even lying. Only God knows, my papa knows, and Mr. Spence knows why I cut off that EM.
Yeah, what I can't figure out is why you're always lying to me, and every time you tell me that you're not going to lie. Grandpa, you remember those conversations, right?
Quite well, sir. Yes, sir.
Every single time he promised me, I swear to God. You know, God's got to be angry with you swearing to him so many times.
Well, Papa, why did I cut it?
No, it's not about you cutting. I'm talking about why you're lying to me. That's what I'm talking about right now. Right? Like every time
Yes,
you think, I mean, here's the thing, right? The first time you came in here and you cried, like you were bawling, right? And you were crying, and I felt sorry for you because you're just this little kid that I thought was crying. And then now I'm realizing you just cry every single time. I don't think they're fake tears. I think you're really crying. But you cry every time. It's because you're a kid. You're 11 years old. I'm sorry. Now you're 12 years old. Right? And that's my problem is I don't like little 11 and 12-year-olds here because you're just immature. I mean, you're a baby. And so now, but the thing is, Rodney, if you want to be treated like an adult, you do adult things, and then you're asking me to treat like an adult. So I don't know why you cry so much.
To deal with. And you keep blaming Judge Kim, and that's why we are where we are now.
Your papa was a wise man. And you know, he's here every single time you have a detention hearing. Every single time, right? Because he loves you and cares about you. But you're out there thinking that there's something better than the home that he's providing, right? Show him some gratitude. So, anyways, you know, before I used to make a deal saying you get to level 1-0 and I'll let you out on the monitor again. At this point, I'm detaining you and I'm just going to figure out, we'll see how you do. I'm not going to leave it open-ended. You may stay here till you're 19 years old. I haven't decided yet. All right? So we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. But either way, if you don't behave here, then I know you're not going to behave outside. What you may have to do is get to your behavior level up. I'll release you. And then you go out and you just break the rules again. So, you know, you can only lie to somebody so many times before they stop trusting you.
All right, so you guys just saw this snippet of everything that went down in court. So, of course, you know, right now he's locked up. Supposedly he's sentenced to 7 years. You know, that's a long time when you're 12, but at least he'll be young enough to get out and still, you know, be able to do things, right? It's not like he's getting out at 70, okay? Some people are saying that that's not fair. It's going to make him a hardened criminal. But I feel like the judge was literally tired. If you watch the whole video, the judge has given this young man chance after chance. One, because he's young. Two, because, he wants to see him do better, and he had the support of his grandfather. And every time he comes in there, he's crying. He has all types of excuses. He promises to do right. And then somehow he ends up back on the street. So now, of course, like always, with stories that go viral, especially with, kids who were involved in, the street life and gangs and things like that, because he's a little crip. So now the mom is able to low-key eat off of her son's infamy. So there was an interview that was posted on World Star with the mother. So I want you guys to go ahead and check this out.
For those who don't know, although the people should know, let them know who we got behind the camera.
Little Rodney mama.
Project Dix. Casino.
Now you the little Rodney's mom, right? How old were you when you had little Rodney?
Duh, real time. It's my usual Rodney mom.
I
gotta ask it though.
I was 16 when I had him.
You were 16, so
His dad, and that's my dad.
So where was
my son doesn't have a dad, so my dad is his dad.
What happened with his biological father?
I mean, nothing happened to him. It was kind of middle school, high school, sweethearts or whatever you got it. And then when I got older, he didn't ever act like he wanted to step up. So I never looked back at nothing. I just thought I stepped up for all his part and mine this whole time. I never looked back. I don't got time to be worried about no child support or what he gonna do, birthdays, Christmas. He just non-existent to me. I don't look for him, and he don't look for me, and that's cool.
That part.
I ain't worried
So
about it.
do you believe in child support? Some girls women be like
filling stuff out and doing all that. If you know me, oh God, I can't even get into all that. But I don't even barely have an ID. What you mean?
So okay.
Like I said, I went to prison. I've been to prison twice. That's the only thing that ever kept me away from my son. It was just 6 months at a time when he was younger. Mm-hmm. So I guess it wasn't really that impactful, but it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so we didn't really, and I did that in the past. I lived and learned from that.
All right, so you guys just saw that interview, and it's sad because the mother has to be about 28, so she's a lot closer to, 30 than she is 20, but she still has the mentality of a teen. She's obviously not raising the little boy. She's saying that the father doesn't do anything for her. She doesn't believe in child support and all that other foo-foo stuff. But the point is, as a teen mom, okay, you're supposed to want better for your child, especially when the father is not there. You're supposed to be guiding and wanting that child to have a better position in life. But it seems to me that the mother is more happy with the fame than the fact that her son, than her being disturbed and upset that her son, one, was on probation for arson, and two, he shot a baby, and just because you're a teen parent does not give you a pass. There's plenty of teen parents out here who have successfully raised their children. So there's no excuse for her laissez-faire attitude and how, she's trying to be the cool mom and all this other stuff. And it's just really sad because it's clearly obvious she didn't raise him. And she said that her father has been the one in his life. I'm assuming from the video, the father's older and there's only so much he can do to keep the little boy, on track. But if his mother is out here running with gangbangers and, getting high and keying it up with them, what does she think her son is going to do? And I don't want to just put all the blame on her, but I also want to place the blame on the absentee, shitty, deadbeat father. Okay. So we're going to spread the blame all around. A lot of people felt this young boy, and it's hard to hear him crying because at the end of the day, this is a 12-year-old child. It's not a grown adult. It's a 12-year-old child. And I'm sure he's going through a lot of emotions, but again, he's still trying to front and he's still trying to, be about that life. Even there was a call that he did with somebody in jail and he's still bragging and acting like it's no big deal that he's locked up. So I don't know, whoever is posting these videos of him, they need to stop. You guys are not helping his case. If anything, when they come back to look at all this, to maybe rethink his sentence, to have him in the jail bragging and acting like it's not a big deal, they're going to be like, well, you know what? Matter of fact, we going to keep you in here 7 years.
You got 103. They talking about free Rodney. Somebody named OTB Monroe said, what's up, bitch? Yeah, you got 110. So say what you need to say.
Hey, man, y'all playing. Y'all want me to jump there? Man, better get that old jumping.
You know, so the whole situation is just sad. You know, it's just really sad that a lot of kids, you know, little Rodney's not alone in this. There's a lot of kids living in the hood, living in these situations, and this has been so normalized to them. You know, to just sit around with guns and drugs and, you know, trying to make ends meet and do stuff. They're being put in positions as adults. They're not even able to enjoy their childhood. You know, this kid who's 12 should not be worrying about anything besides homework, school, sports, things like that. He should not be worrying about carrying a gun and, you know, trying to look for the ops and all this goofy stuff. He shouldn't be out here smoking weed. So like I said, a lot of the people around him has failed him. Even the friends, because it looks like a lot of his friends, from what I see, are older than him. He's not really running around with a bunch of other 11 and 12-year-olds. It looks like most of these people who are hanging with him and trying to get fame off this kid are 16 plus, which to me is ridiculous. You know, so the whole situation is just really sad. It's really sad to see it come to this. You know, he just does not respect authority. The fact that he's on probation with an ankle monitoring bracelet, he just decides to cut that off and then go on about his business and then ends up shooting a child, to me is scary. You know, but I hope while he's in there, they do provide him with counseling and resources, because a lot of this is trauma. It's so easy to just write these kids off and say that they're bad and they're not shit and he'll just grow up to be another little yummy. No, not if you can get them, you know, the right type of counseling, the right type of mentorship. If you can put them in a more productive environment, they can change. Does he need to be in jail? Absolutely, because, you know, he shot a child. But I think that he also needs treatment. He also needs to unlearn all the bullshit that he has learned from his mother and the environment that he was raised in.
Y'all need some studio time.
Shit, tap in. Now, school, bro. Are you in school? What you do throughout the day? I'll be seeing you.
Well, before I wasn't in school, but like, I'm gonna go to school. I know that shit come with that shit. Everybody went to school. I'm gonna go to school. Yeah. Cause that's really all the hoes at.
Right. Damn, bro. Shit. So you feel like education
like
is...
if a hoe drop that bitch just, I don't know, on 6.
And that's the only way he'll be able to come out and be a fully productive citizen. So the whole situation is just really sad. I hate to see any young person, especially a 12-year-old, you know, going to jail for like the next several years. Is just insane to me. But something had to give. So I don't blame the judge for, you know, low-key throwing the book at him, because they had given him chance after chance after chance. And unfortunately, a lot of kids are looking at these little kids like Rodney and, you know, all these other kids that were coming up in the drill era, you know, even some of those kids, and they emulate that. They think that's normal and that's what it is to be a man. You know, the hyper masculinity and carrying guns and smoking weed and popping pills and drinking lean. That's not what it means to be a man. That is not the definition of manhood. And this is why we need more men in the community. We need fathers to be there to help raise their sons, you know, to not just leave them on the mothers. So, you know, this is definitely something that goes deep. We could talk about this for the next 2 hours, but I want to go ahead and get y'all's opinion on this whole situation concerning little Rodney, aka 30 shots. I hate that name because he's 12. Why are you letting off 30 shots, sir? Like, why? You know, the only shots you need to be worried about is basketball shots, okay? Making 30 points, not 30 bullet shots. That just disturbs me. I hate that name. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Let me know your thoughts on little Rodney and his situation, what went down, with everybody talking about this on social media. A lot of people clowning him, laughing. But I don't think this is a funny situation. I think it's rather quite sad. On that note, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Make sure you thumbs up the video. Last but not least, don't forget to share and hit the notification bell so that we can be down with the notification squad. I'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.